Jason Robertson. Today we are covering negotiations. Key things to remember. Some key things to remember when negotiating are to always have empathy. Sometimes all parties may not be in favor of winning, so it's important to be a good collaborator and effectively communicate to make sure you're an effective negotiator. Adversarial negotiations. This week we cover adversarial negotiations. In this type of negotiation, one side wins and another side loses, and each party has a bottom line. Problem solving approach. The problem solving approach is the quote unquote happy place. This involves parties creating value to find solutions. It's important for both parties to compromise and collaborate here. The BATNA approach, BATNA. It is considered the plan B. It is used to find an alternative option if negotiations fail and is independent of either party. Mock negotiation. In this negotiation, I'll be customer A, the house buyer, and customer B, the home seller. Customer A. Yes, I really want to offer you $400,000 for your house, but considering the condition that it's in, it's going to need a few upgrades, so I really won't be able to come up to the number that you're looking at. Well, sir, I really need to be at $400,000 because this house means a lot to me. I grew up here, my kids lived here, and to be honest, I still have a lot of emotions attached to this. Yes, Mr. Customer, I do understand. I'm with you. But I also want to make sure that in your next journey that you are set and I can make sure we have you in the right place for that, sir. Because based on this, $400,000 is the number we need to be at. Well, sir, where did you get that number from? Well, based on some of the home sales around the area, I have to be at a certain number because I also have to make a profit as well on my end. But I also want to make sure I'm making a fair deal for you. Well, sir, do you think we can come to a middle ground? Well, I look at it like this. I've already inspected the house and I've seen a few repairs that I need to be in place, but I also ran it back to my contractor and realized they're not going to be as expensive as it's going to be. So homes are selling for around $475,000, and that's after the repair price. So right now, if I buy your home at $400,000 and put a few repairs in, I can be closer to that number without also going over my budget. Well, Mr. Homebuyer, I'm not comfortable with that number, but I also do understand. But I also am pressed for time because I'm in a situation, like I said, my kids are gone, and I'm at a point now I need to downsize. Well, yes, Mr. Home Seller, I would love to help you put you in that position. I never want to feel like I'm also trying to get over on somebody. I want to make sure both parties walk away satisfied. Thank you, Mr. Homebuyer. Even though I'm not comfortable with that number, I think we can work the middle. Do you think you can do 425? 425 is pushing it, but like I said, I do understand that you want to downsize and you are looking to move expeditiously. If we could do 425, I've ran some numbers. I think 425 would be a good meeting point. Thank you, Mr. Homebuyer. Thank you for making this process easier for me and good doing work with you. Hopefully in that negotiation, I was able to explain negotiations between the home buyer and the home seller. Sometimes it's not always going to be that easy, but as long as you can have a number that's close for each party, the number tends to work out, and hopefully both parties can walk away satisfied. In conclusion, that was a conclusion to our mock interview. Again, Jason Robertson. Thank you.